Welcome to the F-150 campaign tour. We are in Jefferson County here in Herky. Everyone in the state's gonna know right where we are. This is Representative Ken Waller from here in Jeffco. We're at the QT in Herculaneum. It's like the spot you stop to get gas before you get to the ballpark from Southeast Missouri.
Well, between that and the Loves Across the Street, they just started about a year ago. These places boom with all the truckers and a lot of people stopping. So
everybody had their spot. I had Shears in Madison County.
Yeah.
We'd stop. Them, the next spot would be the QT up here. There's a big time gas station.
Yes.
What are you hearing on the campaign trail?
You know, people are, they're ready for it to be over with. That's one thing. I think,
right.
The ads on TV, and they're not getting as much literature in the mill because there's not a lot of races.
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't have a lot of races. I'm doing a little bit. I do have an opponent. I'm doing a little bit, but it's not like a typical election, and it's sure not like it was in August, because in August, everybody was thinning stuff out. So,
political war in Jeffco's over. The Republicans have won, haven't they?
yes. I don't think it'll ever go back. I can't imagine it'll go back to the Democratic. I don't ever see it happening because everybody just looks at the platform of the Democratic Party, maybe not the candidate, and then that's not a representation of Jefferson County. So
it is true. I think you say that whether y'all were elected Bill McKenna, or
I'll give you three names: Bill McKenna, Ryan McKenna, Steve Stoll. Those guys were statesmen. Those guys were great people.
Pro-life, pro-gun, too.
Pro-life and pro-gun. So were they really Democrat? I don't know. But the bottom line is
the people of Jeffco didn't change. The national parties changed.
The national parties changed. And that's when the flip occurred. And obviously I've been fortunate to be a part of it for almost 20 years. People don't remember me and Daryl Missy was one of the first two people to get elected back and, maintain the Republican majority. So
I'm happy for his retirement. What a great guy. What a guy that earned it.
Yeah, keep his wife in your prayers. Go through a little bit of an issue, so keep her in your prayers. But he's loving Florida. He bought him he didn't buy him. His group that he worked with at Jeff City bought him 2 kayaks. So he's already taken one of the kayaks out on some. I said, "Where'd you go?" I said, "Well, did you like wearing a life jacket?" He says, "No, but I had one inside my boat." And he said, "So, or my kayak." So he says, "I'm fine. I can swim. You're out in the middle of some bay in the Atlantic or the Gulf." I think he's on the Gulf side actually. So he's enjoying retirement. And you know what, Scott, you couldn't ask for a better guy than Daryl Missy. But getting back to your question, they're talking about immigration. They're just talking about what the party could go to if Kamala Harris wins. They're just worried about the nation.
And if anybody loves America, folks, you got to see this. The man in this jacket loves America.
Well, and I was going to do it a little bit later, but Casey, I got you a couple little gifts from me and my wife. So I got one gift there and another one there because I don't want to be, like alone. Yeah. So now Scott Faughn has his own red, white, blue jacket. So I'm not the only guy that does
this.
Yeah, it's classic. I guarantee you'll be wearing it.
Huff Brown, be jealous.
Yeah.
Be jealous.
Yeah. I knew you'd love it. That's why I told Casey.
I do love it.
You got to get him here. Now, I couldn't get the shoes to match, Casey, but I do have a pair of 11 or 11 and a halves. And there's some fancy type of shoe. So you got those there's a tennis shoes back there. I'm not sure what they are, but they're supposed to be fancy shoes.
Looks like Dolce &
They are, yeah. So those are some nice shoes.
Oh man.
They're not red, white, and blue. But
I don't even know what to say.
They're nice shoes.
I feel like Tommy Robbins all of a sudden.
Yeah. Tommy Robbins would probably like a pair of shoes like that.
So. Tommy, look who joined the club, the fancy shoe club.
How about that? So,
thank you so much.
I mean, you've been a friend of mine for years. I mean, when I first got elected and county executive, you've kept in touch with me, and you've always been fair to me and nice to me.
We got to get a picture of these.
Yeah.
And I'll put that on the internet. And then Bean, Bean, I will be the only guy at Kirby's today in Dolce & Gabbana shoes. Boom.
Yeah. But we're just glad, I think a lot of people they're just ready for the election to be over with, and I believe that throughout the state you're going to maintain, a lot of the House seats. I know there's some question about are we going to lose a few. We might lose a couple.
I think when this election started, I thought 7 to 8.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a lot of folks going to vote for Amendment 3 that are also going to vote for Republicans. And I think that loss may be down to, I think 5 is still you're having a good night.
Right.
Actually, Ani sat in that chair, that very seat on Sunday and said 5 is kind of there. That's what they'd be happy with. you keep that under it, and maybe you have less of an abortion effort on 2 years, right?
Well, I talked to Jeannie Goff, who's the county elections clerk in our county, and I've looked at the numbers from 2020 and then 2022, but 2020 was the last presidential election, and I think what you're going to see is a lot of undervotes. I don't know if you know what an undervote
They
is.
just vote
Scott?
for Trump and leave?
Well, they don't vote for your race.
Yeah.
So what I think is going to happen is they're going to maybe vote for the president, the governor, maybe the senator, and then they're going to say, the heck with the rest of them, including my race. And then they're going to go and turn the ballot over, or however the ballot is positioned in their county where the amendments are, and they're going to vote for amendments. Some of them won't even care about some of those races. They may vote for president, and they may vote for the amendments. So I think it's going to create a large number of undervotes. And, I think that helps. Obviously, in our case, is in Jefferson County, where all of our state reps are Republican. I think that helps all of us.
Well, you're the guy that's counted votes here, so you'd know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I learned a lot doing that job, but I mean, you just gotta take what you learn and then add to it, and moving forward, that's what we have to do. And I'm excited. I'm always excited about election time, not just because I got this jacket on, but it's just a fun time, Scott, to go out and engage yourself with the people, walk the subdivisions, go to the parades, go to the fairs, and enjoy yourself. And the one thing about the house is I met a lot of friends the first 2 years, Jim Murphy included. He was my my guy next to me, and Dane Deal in front of me, Ben Baker behind me. I mean, my gosh, Justin Sparks across the little aisle. These guys are great. Wendy Houseman. These people are just class people, and people I can't wait to go back and be a part of their part of the next session for 2 more years.
Representative, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Check out our the social media. We'll get our stylish Jags. We look like Miami Vice for Herky.
How about that?
We'll see you. Thanks to Farm Bureau for letting us come places like Herculaneum. We'll see you out there on the trail.
Well, we're coming to your city.